Hey there guys, I'm SonicGhost and welcome back to some more Pikmin 2. Last time we made our way through the Citadel of Spiders in the perplexing pool, and we're ready to continue exploring that said area, but you may be wondering, why are we back on the title screen? Are we gonna watch more Pikmin get destroyed by Bulborbs here? Well, no, because at the end of the last cave we explored, we unlocked a brand new mode here, Challenge Mode. This said mode you first unlock by grabbing the key in the Citadel of Spiders. So now we have a brand new way of playing Pikmin 2. But here's the thing about this said mode. We can't play through the entire challenge mode just yet. There are more keys that we need to collect throughout our adventure in Pikmin 2 to unlock the rest of challenge mode. Plus, this is a mode I recommend people play after they finish their main adventure inside of Pikmin 2's story mode, simply because you'll be exploring a lot of different caves with set number of Pikmin. So it'll be good to know how all the Pikmin control and have good strategies built up from exploring all these said caves in your main adventure. So we are not going to be covering challenge mode right now. We'll be taking a look at this mode at a later date. So for now, let's go ahead and return to the title screen so we can jump back into the perplexing pool. So let's go ahead and continue our adventure. We're back here at the perplexing pool, so let's go ahead and get ourselves prepared to go into yet another cave. First things first though, yay, more debt repaid, yeah, remember that from last time. I'm gonna put away, we only want a handful of Pikmin, because here's the thing. We don't have enough yellow Pikmin right now for what we want to do here. So instead, we're gonna put away all but 22 of our said red Pikmin here, so that's kind of crazy. We already have those out. Want to go ahead at this point, put away all of our white Pikmin. Then we'll take our remaining set of purple Pikmin, and the remaining set of Pikmin we want on the field are going to be a bunch of yellows. This will give us the best spread of Pikmin types to work with here for our next upcoming cave. And at this point, we're best just to make our way over to that said cave location, which is way over on this portion of the perplexing pool, near where we found our yellow Pikmin to begin with. So, it's gonna be a little bit of a walk, but we already have some of the progress done on breaking down this electrical fence. So, let's just make our way over there, but before we do, we got some eggs right here in front of us. Might as well crack some of them open. Oh, I wasn't expecting these to pop out of the egg. Oh boy, call our Pikmin back. These little spiders in front of us here, these little enemies are called a Matiti. Funny name aside, these spiders are kind of a nuisance. So every once in a while, you could be finding a whole bunch of spiders inside of the eggs you try to open up just to get nectar. And yeah, as you can imagine, it's not the best thing to find a whole bunch of spiders. It's kind of a lot. In fact, your Pikmin are actually scared of these little spiders. So you want to be very careful at that point. When we find these said spiders, call your Pikmin back immediately. They will freak out when they find these little creatures. Use your purple Pikmin to stomp them into oblivion, and call your Pikmin back to make sure they don't run off somewhere that's, let's just say, for lack of better terms, gotta get them killed. At this point, we just gotta wait for this electrical fence to be destroyed. Then from here, we get access to our next cave here in the perplexing pool. There you go, we're good. But before we go in the perplexing pool, what do we got this time? More nectar? Well, we're not gonna need that. So for now, let's just call back everyone and get ready to go into our next cave. Interesting. My odor detectors are reacting. A strong scent wafts from that hole. I am a machine, so rating sense is beyond me. But your faces tell me all that I need to know. You're both drooling. I wish, just once, I could feel what it is like to drool. Ugh, that's a disgusting kind of comment, but let's just go into our next cave here. The Glutton's Kitchen. You need to have a bunch of yellow Pikmin here because your major hazard to deal with is electricity. Don't worry about having any yellow Pikmin this time around because there's no buried treasures here in the Glutton's Kitchen. So without any further ado, let's jump into our next cave. Oh, that's a pleasant sight. That's a lot of Bulborbs. Not just any kind of Bulborb. That's a Bulbear. We've learned during our last adventure here at Olimar, these guys are no joke. So we're going to want to be very, very careful. I'm going to gather all my Pikmin between the two different captains here, so Olimar is going to have all the purples because we're going to use these purples to stun all these Bulbears in front of us. And that's going to make killing these enemies a lot simpler. We don't want any of these Bulbears that just get any of our Pikmin whatsoever. Because as soon as they get one of the Pikmin, they can almost instantly eat these guys as fast as they grab them. We don't want to take any chances here when it comes to these set enemies. But this one, we're not getting this Bulbear inside of that little playpen. So we'll just have to do something different for that set enemy. So for now, we'll just get all these corpses back to the base. We'll just use our purples for this. Not really that big of a deal. And from here, Louie will take over, and he will take care of business when it comes to this Bulbear, because we'll use our yellow Pikmin for this job. So I'm going to zoom out the camera here a bit, make sure we got our yellows ready. And apparently we're a little too close to the wall, because we just sent them straight up in the air. Try this again. There we go. And from here, we'll just throw a remaining set of Pikmin we need into this little playpen and grab that crayon-looking piece of treasure. And that will get our Pikmin out of the area, so that's perfect. From here, all we gotta do now is just wait for our Pikmin to get back to base, and it looks like that's going to be it for the said floor. I don't see any other treasure around the area, nor do I see any other enemies or even eggs. So, now with this crayon back, we got ourselves our treasure here of the said floor. And this little crayon is a Mario's Paints crayon, which is a nice peach pink. It's otherwise known as the Master's Instrument. The instrument here is painting. And that sound definitely confirms my said thoughts. There are no more treasures here on this said floor, so let's get a move on. To the next floor we go. Well, this place is a little bit different. There's a lot of things going on here. For one, I see a different creature out there, and we know what that creature is. That's a bread bug. We've seen him during our first adventures here on this said planet. So it's gonna try to pull something back into its home, and by doing so, it can easily pull that treasure in with it. But in this case, we want to use our Pikmin to pull that said treasure and the bread bug respectfully, and we'll just take that back to our base. So at this point, treasure or enemy corpses will be used to pull these said bread bugs back to our set headquarters. And this is going to be perfect for our sense because, well, simply put, there's a lot of bread bugs around here, and some of them will have treasure. So we're going to want to apparently have our Pikmin die on the way back. That's fun. What is he doing? This bread bug really wants that one shear grub. And that is it. We're gonna just ignore the bread bugs for now, because unless they want to come back to base with us, then there's no real reason to be fighting them. But we're gonna focus on the one here that we have. Oh yeah, we'll just make this process a little bit faster. Bring back all the things. Ooh, I see another one. Send in the Pikmin. We got our first bread bug back, and also the treasure that it had. This said treasure is a ginger ale light cap, otherwise known as the happiness emblem. I'm happy when I have a good ginger ale. Always tastes good. Now, I didn't kill the said bread bug, so we're gonna finish the job by just throwing our Pikmin at it. And specifically, we'll just throw our purples nearby, because that will stun the guy. And there you go. I don't know how this is gonna go. Okay, surprisingly good. I am actually shocked no one died there. We'll take that bread bug back with us, give us just some extra pokos. I see another bread bug right alongside of us, so probably should take care of him at some point if he grabs a treasure or an enemy. Right now, it looks like we're just gonna be carrying this specific treasure pack. I'm gonna just take out the enemies that are around us here, and I'm gonna leave them here. That way we can bait that said bread bug. You wanna turn this way, buddy? No? Okay, just go home, why don't you? There we go. That could have actually ended really poorly, because one of our Pikmin went out of the boundaries of this said area, which thankfully, these walls are curved on the other side, so the Pikmin can walk back in the bounds. But this little cookie here is the imperative cookie, with a circle in the middle. It's very memorizing. I gotta stop, otherwise I'll be hypnotized by the cookie. From the sounds of things, that was it for treasures. So if we want to take these corpses back, we could, but there's nothing really keeping us here at this point. Maybe the bread bug will want this enemy. No? Okay, see, that's the thing. A lot of these bread bugs, pretty harmless. You don't have to really bother with the rest of them. I'll take care of this one here that we were already dragging into our base area because he's weak. So this bread bug won't take too much to kill. If I can land a decent hit, please. I'm throwing everything but the kitchen sink at this thing. Bread bug at this point, come on. Problem I have in fighting a bread bug, if you don't carry it back to base, trying to land a Pikmin onto its head back is not the easiest thing to do in the world, as you can see. You have to angle your Pikmin shots in just the right way so it can actually land on the said creature. Not really recommended to fight bread bugs this way. And sometimes you don't really have much of a choice, as you can see. A lot of Pikmin, like, that's like our whole squad, chilling literally wherever they feel like. And yet, there's more bread bugs. But this one, this is how you have to fight them at this point. If we had no more treasure, it's not great. You know, because we have to wait for the other one, I guess we're taking out all the bread bugs. Bread bug extinction round, here we come. Just bread bug, I swear. Please flip. Please flip. This is why you don't fight bread bugs if you don't have to. But I just want all the bread bugs to be extinct at this point. You guys caused me too many problems. Done. Alright, we're gonna get this bread bug back, and then from there, we're leaving. I'm not bothering with anything else on this floor. We're done. Finally, we're back at base. Let's get out of here before another bread bug shows up and just distracts me even more. This floor looks fun. There's a lot of electricity I see. You know what Pikmin we're gonna be using here? Everybody separate. It's time for the MVPs of this cave, the yellows. And the thing is, if you needed more yellows, you can easily get some more because there's a yellow candy pop bud right on this floor. Now, because we have more reds than yellows, one of the few times I'll actually use one of these said candy pop buds to transform other Pikmin into yellow Pikmin. I don't normally use this candy pop bud, but you know what? This is the one time I think it's gonna be really beneficial. So for now, we'll have all of the yellows with Olimar, and specifically Olimar, so Louie, you gotta ditch yours, I'm sorry. But as we can see here, guess what we get to deal with again? It's everybody's favorite enemy type. It's more bread bugs. Hey, it's like a constant theme in this place. If it's not electricity and toys, it's a bread bug. Flip over this said beetle. Take him out. At this point, you know, I'm just gonna swarm you. There you go. I'm gonna leave that said corpse there because at this point, a bread bug can take it. Oh, that's really, really good that we took our yellows over here. Imagine taking the reds or the purples over in this section. That would have been horrible. Now carry that guy back to base. Bread bug will be going with him. Maybe he will have a treasure, who knows. For now, take care of the rest of these stupid beetles because I don't want to be having any more problems here. I'm gonna swap back over to Louie because we gotta kill this bread bug. I'm not gonna let him leave. There you go. No more bread bug. We got yellow over here slacking off on the job, I see. Call him back. Check out this set of eggs. See if there's any more things falling from the ceiling. You never know. It's also good for us to check these eggs too because there is a chance that we might find something other than nectar in here. And I don't want any more of those little spires. I mean something good could be in these said little eggs, but you know what? Just break them open, just see. See if there's anything else there. Oh, there it is! The ultra spicy spray I've been looking for so long in an egg. Because I want to actually grab that ultra spicy spray, but I want to do that with 2 captains because this is one of those situations where no matter what version of Pikmin 2 you're playing, there is a very, very useful little glitch that you can pull off with any of the spray said juices on the ground here. So, in this case, I'm going to push Olmar into the ultra spicy spray goop, and he's going to drink it. Then from there, going to have Louie run into it as well, and now we have 2 ultra spicy sprays for the price of 1. This is a very, very useful glitch that thankfully works in every single version of Pikmin 2. The GameCube, the new Play Control version on the Wii, and even the Switch release that I'm playing. Use that glitch to your advantage anytime you can. Simply because if you can get multiple sprays just from one thing of nectar on the ground, it is recommended you do so because Ultra Bitter Spray is pretty hard to come by in this game, so it'd be good to have Ultra Bitter Spray if you can get that from a drop and just duplicate it. Not to mention, Ultra Spicy Spray is super useful in a lot of situations for combat, as we've already seen, fighting against beady longlegs. So, we can utilize this said glitch to get ourselves a lot of spray right away, which is going to be good because a lot of times we don't want to be spending too much time above ground trying to grind spray. So in this case, we can just get some for free. Simple as that. How much more can I talk about the spray while I'm just beating up a bunch of beetles? Because you kind of seen the song and dance at this point. You know what's going on. Oh wow, that bread bug like instantly died. Cool. Alright, moving on. Get back the beetles. That should be our last bread bug we need to deal with, so I'm not going to be worrying too much about whatever's on the field at this point. We'll take whatever's left over here and bring it back to base. See if we can find any more sprays here in any of these said eggs, but so far, no dice. Another beetle here and a puffy blowhog. That's actually not the worst thing to find in this said situation because we have yellow Pikmin, but if we were here with the other types, yeah, that'd be bad. That's why we're keeping Louie back at base with the other types of Pikmin, because that could end very poorly otherwise. At this point, I'm going to take care of the last thing of electrical hazard, because now after this, we'll only have this one enemy to deal with. No fences, no other electrical enemies, it's just the puffy blowhog. Thanks for knocking me down. Doesn't do damage, just waste my time. Alright, Louie. We're ready for you, and the rest of the squad. We try to throw a purple at this guy. As you can see, little too high up because of how the purple Pikmin has less throwing range due to its weight. So I'll throw anything but a purple Pikmin at this thing, unless the puffy blowhog is on the ground. If the puffy blowhog's on the ground, then you're okay to throw a purple Pikmin at it. Alright, come on, buddy. That was almost a bad situation for my Pikmin, because that red, yeah, if there wasn't a slope, GG's. You have to walk all the way around over here. The horror. And from the looks of things, we only really have this one treasure we just grabbed, and then this piece of treasure here near the exit. After that, that'll be all the treasures. So I'll have Olimar wait over here, and then Louie can... Why? No, guys, go with Louie. I was gonna say, Louie can take the rest of the Pikmin, and then we can just get some nectar here once we get all the treasures back at the base, along with the rest of the corpses. But from the looks of things, we got the rest of the corpses. Puffy Blowhog doesn't drop a corpse, so that is our one exception here. Unfortunately, this is the one situation where I do wish I had some white Pikmin with me just for that speed bump. But since time doesn't pass here in the cave, it's not really that big of a deal. There we go, we got ourselves back a broken compass, otherwise known as the Director of Destiny. Imagine if this was an item that gave you a power in the series. Getting this broken Destiny compass, boom, now you know which way to go for your next area. Sadly, the Director of Destiny is just another treasure. Can't really use it for anything. And now we got our other treasure back on this floor. And this little toy, this is none other than the Harmonic Synthesizer. Synthesizer of what? Clap sounds? You're not wrong, I guess. It's a symphony of something. And with that, that's all the treasures here on sub-level 3. So we're ready to move on to our next floor here in this said cave. But for right now, let's go ahead and flower up our Pikmin. Because obviously at this point we got some Slowpokes, mainly with some of the purple Pikmin. Hurry up and drink. There was barely any nectar there. You barely got that in. Now it looks like all of our Pikmin are flowered up, so that is perfect. So at this point, we are ready to move on to the next floor here in the Glutton's kitchen. But we will be continuing this said cave in the next episode. Next time on Pikmin 2, we'll head deeper into the Glutton's kitchen. Thank you for watching, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time.